Ready or not, here I am. So, my name is Liz, and I'm all about being a maker. I like to knit, crochet, cross stitch, spin, felt, sew, quilt, draw, and whatever else I decide to try out and do. So, you're going to bear with me. This is my first ever video. I decided to start my own channel so I can share with you and other people the things that I enjoy that you may enjoy too, because the people I live with don't really care about all the things I do unless I'm making them something they like. So it'd be nice to have a community to share what I like to do with. I've been thinking about doing this for a couple years, and I've let being self-conscious and all the things stop me from trying. So I'm just going to put myself out there and know I have no editing equipment. I don't have any microphones, nothing fancy. I have an older iPad. That's what I've got. And so that's what you've got. So maybe someday I'll upgrade, but for now, if I kept not recording because I don't have those things, I would probably never record because I'll never have all my stuff together. So you're just going to have to bear with this first podcast, and here we go. So I'll give you a little short about me, and the rest about me will just be, I guess, sprinkled in as I do these. And if you have questions and they're not like so personal that I don't want to answer them, I'll probably try to answer them. Hopefully I'll be talking to more than myself. So I have 2 children, 18 and 21. My eldest does not live with me. My youngest does, and he will live with me permanently or until I'm too old to care for him. He is on the autism spectrum, and he's minimally verbal, and he is a wonderful human being I make all kinds of stuff for. So I have a husband. We've been married for 21 years and together 27. We live with, well, we all live together. We don't live with her, but his mom lives with us, so I live with my mother-in-law. And we have 7 dogs in our house currently and a cat. So if there's any barking, it's because my husband left, and when he comes back in a little bit, there could be barking. 2 of the dogs are not ours. We just babysit here, there, and yonder pretty much every Thanksgiving season for almost 3 weeks. And then just spotty times here and there. So 2 of the dogs are not ours. I just want to tell you, so we live in Idaho, and it's getting cold here. It's cold here, and it's going to get colder. I think we're going to be getting snow today, probably. We got a little snow and it melted off, but I think we're going to get snow again. And let's see, I'm referring to my notes so I don't forget to tell you some things. I also want to let you know I have dyslexia, so sometimes I say things strangely because I think I'm saying them one way and they're not coming out the way I thought. And I get a little bit random. If I get anxious or if I get upset or I'm angry, then things start to go a little wonky. So I'll try to not record anything when I'm feeling that way. Also, if I spell things wrong, you just have to forgive it because I do my best. And no, I don't read things backwards. There are different kinds of dyslexia. I don't read things backwards. Although I do read words within words. I'm going to start by talking about my poncho. And by the way, I'm not in orderly fashion, so some things might be finished, some things might be in progress, some things might just be like, ooh, I want to do that. There's a lot of ooh, I want to do that. So I try to take good notes on my stuff so I know what I did, because I forget badly. I forget. I don't know when I started. I can't remember when I ended it. Could have been yesterday or 5 weeks from today. Who knows? So this is my poncho. I finished probably about, guesstimating, I probably finished this probably a month ago. I'd have to go back and look and see when I posted it on Instagram the day I was finished. I am on Instagram as Liz Fiber Crafting Nook, and on here is Liz Fiber Crafting Nook. I was Liz Fiber Arts for forever, but I realized there's a lot of podcasts called something Fiber Arts, so I decided to change it up. Okay, so I'm going to be looking down so I can tell you what the pattern and stuff is. So this is my first ever color work. So I am super happy with it. I've been wearing the heck out of it because I'm cold. And I wear it around the house. I've left the house in it too. So I don't know if you're going to see it on this camera, on my thing. Actually, I can see it. Do you see all the little bit of wrinkling? So obvious, and that's with, I use my son's giant exercise ball because this is a round poncho to block this. So I seriously block this, and I got better apparently at tension down here. There's a little bit here. I can feel it here. So I need to work on my color work tension. I don't think I did too bad. I'm not going to beat myself up for it. I'm enjoying it. It looks fine to me. It's not bothering me. So the next time I do a color work, I need to really, I think just practicing will help it flow better. But being my first one, I really tried on those floats. So yeah, this is like seriously blocked. I like stretched it so to try to get a max out of it. So this is actually from a sweater pattern from Maxim Sear called For Fox's Sake. And I was making the sweater, and when I got down here past the color work and I'm ready to split off for sleeves, I realized that I don't think I should have just made it and determined whether I like the round yoke or not. But I didn't, because I got a different idea in the midst of it. So I thought that once I split for the sleeves, I was going to be getting this weird puckering. But now that I've blocked it and I think about it, it might not have. So I may try it again and actually go through with the making a sweater. So it laid on the back of my chair for a long time. The yoke was finished, but I still needed to do the neck and the body and sleeves until I decided what to do. And then I decided what to do. I made a poncho. See? So I followed all of Max's instructions for sizing and stuff through from the start of the neck to all the way down to the end of the color work. And then I just continued to knit. And every 50-gram ball I added, I would do an increase 11 stitches, increase 11 stitches for one row. And then I'd add the next ball, and at the end of that, or was the beginning of it. Either way, each ball I added, I put an increase so that it had this flare out because I didn't want a tube. I did, let's see, here is the tag. This is the yarn I used. I do not remember where I purchased it. I probably had it a while. Does it focus? Maybe if I hide my face a little. So it's Mayflower Easy Care Merino Classic 100% wool. So the colors I used are numbers. So it was color numbers 148, that's the rust. 254, that's the gray. 289 is the green. And 201 is the white. And I used my number 6 4.0 millimeter Shagoo, or Shagoo, I don't know how to pronounce it actually, circulars. I love those needles. I actually put out the money and made myself pay the price to get those needles and the circulars, and I love them. So that's this. So this is a sweater turned into a poncho. I love it. So in the neck, I was thinking of doing it double so it could roll over and be like a true turtleneck. But once I got it up to where it could go like that and it covered my neck, or if I didn't want my neck covered, I could roll it down. I made the decision that I was done. I could have went more. I had more yarn left. But I put that into, I still think I have some more. But I made my little Yorkie dog sweater. Let's see. Okay, that's all about this thing. Okay, so next is a Christmas present. He knows I've made it. He's seen it. He's hovered me. He does that. My 6-foot giant comes over and hovers me and like prompts me and says, finish it. So here we are. So I've done this anglerfish. This is the deep water angler / monkfish Sam by Alexandra Simba. I think I got it off at, I think she's on Etsy. You might be able to find her on Ravelry, but I haven't looked. So I'm pretty sure I got it off at Etsy. I follow a page called Little Owl Knit and Crochet, Little Owl Hut Knit and Crochet on Facebook. And this guy popped up and I was like, gotta have that. I think I'm going to make him again. And I always change patterns. I always get these ideas and I have to make things. I want to see if I make his fins with long webbed flowy ones, and maybe also like the top. Just make him funky. I like weird and funky. You will discover that. I used number 10 red cotton thread. You're going to discover with me that I don't have a color number or anything to give you, because likely I don't have ball bands, because I thrift store a lot of my cottons because they're like $6 per each ball, and if I can get them for $2 at the thrift store, it's a no-brainer for me. And sometimes I get them for even less. They come in bags for, it's like $5 for 5 of them. So, okay. So I used number 8, size 8 crochet hook. Those are the little metal guys for anyone who doesn't crochet. And I used polymer clay for his teeth. I could have crocheted them. I did not. I seen a picture of one with polymer clay teeth. I really liked that. It gives him a, and then normally I wouldn't have done the beading, but because it's an anglerfish and they use their orbs to lure, my son knows this. He is obsessed with sea life and stuff, so I beaded it. So it had a glow. The glow. And I know my husband's home because I heard him come in talking. I warned him I'm on here. We'll see. And I have no editing, so he's just going to be stuck on here if he bails in. So, and I love to do my toys in crochet. I will show you many more. But I love the fine details of number 10 cotton crochet. It's a really tight closed fabric, so you will not see stuffing poking through. They hold their shape really well. I just really like it. The only wire in this whole thing, even though the pattern did show using wire, I just did it for the lure. I only used wire in the lure. But if you didn't want it to just kind of bobble, you would have had to have inside made a frame to attach it to so it stayed put. This was essentially Liz's prototype. I'm making the pattern. I'm not going to fuss with it, and then I'll just make changes when I do a second one. When I do the second one, who knows? Do I want to do a second one? Yes, I do. So I think that's all about Mr. Monkfish Sam here. And I would like to make, what are we going to call it? Macrame. A macrame holder that'll allow him to hang from the ceiling and hold him. Because I'm going to hang these above my son's bed so they're like immobile but not immobile, like he has an ocean swimming above him. That's a goal. Okay, so he's gonna sit over here hanging. Next, okay, this is where crinkling, because I keep this hidden. It's a Christmas present my son knows exists, but he thinks I'm not finished. And I put it away and told him it's not finished. I'll finish it later. So he knows he's getting it for Christmas. He just doesn't know that it's finished. This is needle felting. And there's no tutorial. There is no anything for this. Oh, and by the way, hold on. I'm going to open my phone, go to my photographs, because I prepared to show you this and then I forgot abruptly about it. Okay, let's see if you can see it. It might blow out. Let's see if it will focus in. I don't think it's going to work. Maybe? I'm trying to show you a picture of Max's pattern for Fox 6. I don't think it's going to work. And that was that's not going to work. Well, that's a bummer. Okay. For the best of our ability, that's a painting of Journey of the Air Narwhal by Justin Hillgrove. My son has been obsessed with this picture for years. He wants the book, he wants the toy, but it's only a painting. And so I needle felted him, an air narwhal. And if you can picture her, she does have some wire in her here and up through her horn and her tentacles. I call them tentacles. So I've made her, and little mouth here. He likes little pockets. And then down here, I made a cavity for her egg. And also, she's going to get I'm going to make a macrame to hang her from the ceiling for him. So I really got to get on making the macrame. I'm not good at macrame. I just make plant hangers for when I need to hang a plant, because I like plants. So yeah, this is her. And she holds a basket in the picture. So in the macrame, I'm going to make the macrame hold the basket, and then come up and then go up through her so he can have her floating above his bed. It's soft because it's felt. So the whole core of this thing is just made with, actually, I don't have sheep anymore as of a week ago. Kind of sad. They were New Hampshire, so when I sheared them, I would wash and save their wool. And I made the core of this with my Gertrude. And then I got the fiber from, I follow her on YouTube. Serafina Fiber Arts is where I got all the colors. Except for this, somebody gave me a bag of dark wool. Don't even know what kind of sheep it was off of. So I used what I had, and I got the pink to cover her. So technically you could see all my little stabby holes. This is a glass bead. So here's her from the front, the back. I really enjoyed this project. So if you don't know what an air narwhal is, you do now. Justin Hillgrove is a great artist. I was just looking him up. He does all kinds of cool art, and he has a store. You can buy things like decks of cards, stickers, all kinds of stuff. At some point, my goal is to make this into a crochet pattern. I think I can do it. We shall see. It's a matter of, do you have time to do that? Okay, so that's the needle felting. So those are my two Christmas presents for my son. Okay, the last thing I have to show you, well, I have tons of stuff, but I'm limiting it, is a crochet blanket. And this blanket, so the stitch is, okay, let's see. There's an explanation for this blanket. So I started this queen size blanket for myself and worked on it. Let's see. I started this a very long time ago. I don't know when. And I re-picked it up on 12/7/2021. Realized my tension after many inches of progress. I realized my tension was different. Really different. And I didn't like it. I don't know. Maybe I can pull it out and show you the bad tension. Well, it's not bad tension. I think I just put it down for so long that my tension changed. Sorry. I don't know why I'm saying sorry. I didn't have it out of the bag because I keep, you know, when you have 7 dogs, there's hair. And I try very hard to keep hair off of anything I do. So I keep it in, this one's so big I keep it in a garbage bag. So that's the crinklies. Okay, let me pull the bulk out because I am literally knitting, restarting and knitting from the blanket itself. So I'm going to pull this. So give me a moment. Preparedness. I'm prepared. I'm just not organized here. Okay. So here is, I mean, look at this. I had a lot done. And so I don't know. I got to show you the tension. So can you see the tension change? So this is how much I crocheted more. I've gotten, how many inches? I have a ruler sitting here. Okay, I've crocheted, the new start over is 10.5 inches. So 10.5 inches are missing. So I crocheted on this for from here to 10.5 inches more. When I realized, when I laid it out, can you see, I see the line. Look at the tension difference. So from here all the way down to here I had done a whole different tension. So I literally probably had half this blanket done. My mother-in-law said, "Oh no, I just live with it." I go, "I can't. I will always see that, and it's for me, and it would be like upsetting." So I have opted to re-crochet in one long tension the whole blanket. So I restarted this, and I do mean restart. I didn't start knitting again. I just restarted on 10, see the date, 10/29/2023. So I've gotten 10.5 inches of this done. It takes me about 30 minutes per row. I don't consider myself a slow crocheter, but whatever. It's a queen, oversized queen. So this is for me. Let me get it over here. So because it's and the yarn is Karen Simply Soft Charcoal Heather. So because it's so dark, it'll be harder for you to see the pattern. It's blocks. So I have followed a tutorial from Crochet Me Lovely on here on YouTube, and it is a cross hatch stitch. I've seen people call it something else here and there, but it is a cross hatch stitch is what she calls it. It's easy. I mean, once you have your base chain on, it's the same every row. You turn the same, it's the same every row. You just back and forth. So this is a mindless crochet. So I can sit and watch my YouTube podcasts and stuff and do this. And did it lose a little joy starting all the way over? Yeah, probably. But it's okay. I'm doing it anyway. This is going to be with me for forever, covering my bed. So it's worth finishing. And this one's for me. I'm not giving it away to anyone. Usually when I make blankets, it's for my kids or it's baby blankets for other people. Here's the Karen Simply Soft skein and Charcoal Heather Gray, 100% acrylic. Now people say this yarn is splitty and they don't like it. Lots of yarn can be splitty. Depends on your hook and your tensions and all kinds of stuff. It doesn't bother me. If I snag it, I just unsnag it and keep going. It's worth it for me, particularly for baby blankets, because it's soft, not scratchy. I'm not going to use scratchy stuff for babies. Also, I'm not going to use hard to care for stuff for new moms who babies are going to throw up on it or pee and poop on it. So it needs to be able to go into the washer. I still suggest people flat dry, but whatever. It's not going to get ruined. It'll just be fuzzier if you put it in the dryer. So this is my go-to, and I like that it has so many colors. So when I make baby blankets, I don't have to be nailed down to, I'm not a fan of the baby colors. The mint green, the pale yellow, the powder blue, or a combination of all those three, or someone put glitter in them. No. I don't like baby yarn. You use whatever you like. This is what I like. And I also thrift store. I thrift store all my yarn. I've had this yarn so long that it was back when it cost probably $1.50 for me to get these. So if I need any more, it'll probably be like, Liz has to pay out $5+ for one, and I don't want to, but hopefully I have plenty. I still have a lot. Okay, so there's those. So that covers that. So that's my work in progress. It will not be finished anytime soon. So now that I'm speaking to you, I like when other podcasters will mark it and then the next time they show their how like, oh, I made this much progress or I went this much progress. I'm hoping for this much, but probably not. So that's it on my creations that are finished and in progress. I'm really itching to start knit socks, but I told myself I couldn't until I finished some of my stuff. And I finished the Aranor wall. I finished, what did I all finish? He got finished because the beadwork took me a little while. I've never done beadwork before, so if it's sloppy to you, it's probably because it is, but he's not gonna care, so it's okay. So I'm going to address the video, lighting, and sound. There's nothing I can do about it for now. I have the light over my head or the light in front of me, which puts more glare. I'm in a room with windows because this is my teeny nook. So where you see my chair, this is my cubicle. This is my dresser for my clothes. It's not a yarny thing. The trunk on top is something I inherited from my grandfather when he passed, and I keep my finished toy objects in there. And I have my computer, my makeshift computer desky thing here, and you are sitting on my treadle 1905 27 Singer sewing machine. You'll discover I like the old metal sewing machines. I do not like any of the new stuff that they have. So I have 1, 2, 3, I have 4 Singers. One's a crank from 1887. It might be 85. I don't remember. It's a 12 fiddle bass. I adore it. I don't use it because I have one needle and they're hard to find. I have my treadle and I have my 99 and I have my 500A, which is known as the Rocketeer sometimes. So those are the ones I have for doing my quilting, sewing, and all the good stuff. And don't drop any of them on your feet because you will regret that. They're like anchors. So as time goes on, if I can afford it, I will try to do a microphone. I might even try to get a iPad holder stand, so I just did my best. Because if I keep finding reasons to not do this, I will never do it. So today I was doing it. I don't care what I look like. I don't care what I sound like. The quality of video is what it is. The sound is what it is. I'm hoping it's okay. I can hear it when I play it back to myself. I don't have editing anything. I don't know how to edit. I have to learn. And so it's basically another craft. I have to learn it. I have to look it up. I have to learn about it. I have to do it and all that great stuff. So I decided too that at the end of each video I would like to tell you, if I have one, of a handful of podcasters that I watch and that inspire me, because I think it's nice to help podcasters find new people and new people find the podcasters, because that's what I do. I don't want to say I don't read. I'm not going to do, other podcasters do read, watch, all that. I watch podcasters. That's what I do. I watch podcasters. I rarely have time to read. I work at a job. I take care of my son and family. I barely have time for all the things that are rolling around in my head I want to create. So here we are. So I'll just start out with, how about I start out with 5? Okay, sorry for that. I watch Needles at the Ready, love them. I watch Piece for Piece, great. I like them all, that's why I put them on the list. Haley Quinn, she's only like 4 episodes in. I like her so far, so I've been watching her. Grocery Girl Knits, and Bag O' Day Crochet. I like those ones. And I'll save the rest of my list, which is very long, for later. Yeah. Hey, I'll show you something. Hey, Clyde, come here. I have a little someone. He's my little someone. This is my little Yorkie. He's got a sweatshirt on because he gets cold too. Hi, baby. Hi, dope. So he's a chocolate Yorkie, and he weighs 5.6 pounds. I knit him a sweater out of this, and his buddy Mirka, which is a German Shepherd husky mix, pulled it off of him. Thought that was fun. Snagged it. It lasted like a blink of an eye. So I will not be making little sweaters for Clyde. He's going to get a store-bought sweatshirt because the material withstands and it's warm and he's not cold. But yeah, he's the little guy who beats up on the big guy. He's a little over a year old. You good boy. He loves me. I'm his person. So if you hear any barking, it's usually Clyde. Yep, 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 yep. Oh, something's there. Oh my gosh. If I'm holding him, he usually is not barking. Even if I'm holding him, he might growl a little bit at something he sees, but otherwise, he's good. The other dog that barks a lot he's a Aussie. He does not belong to me, but he belongs to someone I'm babysitting for. It's an older dog, but yeah, he definitely barks stuff. And then he'll get all the other dogs all worked up. Okay. So I've rambled on enough, and I'm going to stop right here. And if you sat and listened to me ramble, I appreciate you, and I really thank you. And I guess this is where I'm supposed to say, like everyone else, please like and subscribe. Just let me know you're here. Leave a comment if you want. If you're a troll, thanks. You're really helping. And I'm hoping to discover if I can delete comments if somebody leaves nasty comments. That would be nice. I will not tolerate anyone making fun of my son if I ever, I don't know if he's on ever, oops, in the video, whatever. I don't plan on recording him. I don't want to put him out there because I don't need people attacking him because he's my sweetie and you can't make fun of him. I get angry with people making fun of disabled people. So yeah, all right. I will talk to you next time, and I have no idea when. I will decide if I record once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month. I don't know. It was hard enough to find time to record at all. I'm trying not to cut off my head, but I'm getting closer because I'm going to pull that button. Okay, see you later. Bye.